Hi, everybody. This is Courtney Hornsby with Heidi Jo Lopez, and this is our podcast series Between the Chapters, Family, Coffee, and Conversations. Today's question is, do you like to work on one or multiple books at a time?
Well, it would be easier if I only worked on one book at a time, Courtney, but apparently that's not how I do it.
Yeah.
Um, I can literally be writing anywhere from 3 to 5 books at one time.
Wow.
People ask me often, how do you do that? How do you keep them all straight? And I'm like, I don't know. My brain just works that way.
Yeah.
Um, and as you know, something I'm kind of famous for saying is I have a side book I'm working on, which means that book technically shouldn't be in the line of what's coming out, but I couldn't help myself. So I'm writing on a side book while I'm working on books that are actually going to be released this year.
Right.
And I'm almost done with that side book, by the way. That doesn't come out until next year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then the Lord woke me up this morning and gave me a whole nother book idea. And I prefaced the entire thing, probably, I don't know, 20 or 30 pages by
Oh,
hand
you
cramped. Yeah.
already did?
The whole thing is set out. I know front to back the whole entire thing. I even know
Oh,
what's in the epilogue.
wow.
I
So
know.
do you like is that hard for you then to like put this book on the back burner? Like are you so excited or like you're able to like push it away for a little bit, but then you're drawn to
Great.
it or
It's that's such a good question. So there's a couple answers to that. So when I
Mhm.
first started writing, God would give me, I mean, just dozens of ideas.
Yeah.
And I couldn't concentrate because it was like, it's like, it's like having different movies play in your head at the same time.
I
And
can't.
so it really is. And so
Yeah.
I I started what I still call like my preface book, which
Mhm.
is just what comes before the book.
Right.
And they started as like, like regular notebooks, spiral
Mhm.
notebooks. And then
Mhm.
I was worried about the pages tearing out. So then I bought
Um,
leather bound books and hardback books and things. And
right.
so I have lots of preface books now with
Mhm.
all of my book ideas in them. And so the answer to your question is if I write out the entire idea
Yeah.
uh, out, then I literally can just kind of put it away and I don't think about it because the moment I go back and pick that up and I start reading, it all just comes right back to me.
Ah, okay.
Yes. Now, having said that, sometimes a book just bugs you. So last year, when I was working on all those books and
Mhm.
I was being a good girl and I was staying fastidious, well, God gave me this really cool book idea, which became a simple love story, which comes out on the 7th.
I know.
And I I had the book idea um, at the airport in Chicago, and I saw this girl,
Hmm.
and oh my gosh! All of a sudden, I knew I was getting my water filled, and I saw her walk by, and I was like, oh my gosh, she stood out. And
Yeah.
so I go back to your uncle and I sit down and I pull out my thing and I go, I just got a book idea. And I'm writing down my whole idea and I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to stick that to the side.
Right.
But that darn book, it just kept bugging me and bugging me for months until
Wow.
finally in the middle of July, I couldn't stand it anymore.
Yeah.
I got up in the middle of the night and I just started writing it. And
Hmm.
I wrote most of it the first couple of weeks. Yeah.
Jeez,
Which,
that's
yeah, is and I had a book that was coming out and I think it was Prodigal and I couldn't
okay.
concentrate on it because
You had
I had to get that out of my
right.
head.
And then once you got out of your head, you're able to like kind of like
I
focus
could go
back
right back
in,
to
throw it to the
Prodigal. Yep,
side. You're okay.
I could.
That's fun. It's amazing for you to say that you can be working on 3 to 5 books at a time because my non-writer brain like cannot even comprehend that, to be honest, you know.
And to be honest with you, it's a God gift.
Yeah.
I don't take any credit for this. I have no idea how he designed my brain to be able to work this way, but he gets all the credit for
Oh.
everything. And I say to him often, I know I've said this to you. I
Mhm.
When I'm just in the throes of creating, I'll stop and go, "Oh, I love creating
Yeah.
with you. You're so fun to create with." And so I'm humbled that he even trusts me to have this gift. So,
Right. Well, it's pretty
yeah.
amazing. It's absolutely a blessing.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, awesome. Well,
And
thank you
thank
guys.
you for doing all the back office work so I can just have
I'm
fun.
trying. We're tag teaming, aren't we?
I know.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us and listening to us, and you guys have a great rest of your day.
Bye.
Bye.